Coming up on Double Take Sports Talk with the Watts brothers, we will have recaps and final scores and stats for the previous day's NBA's games. We will have that for you and many more coming up next. All right, this is it. Double Take Sports Talk. Welcome to the show. Darren Watts here, on the opposite side of the screen. Welcome to Darren Watts today.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show.
All right, we got here. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm good, man. I'm good, man.
All right, so we got a lot to cover. Are you ready to do this?
Yep. I'm ready. Let's rock this one.
Let's do it. All right. Get ready for the final scores and stats from Monday night's games and last night's games. Just to briefly go through all of the final scores and stats from Monday and Tuesday. Philadelphia 76ers and the Charlotte Hornets. Philadelphia won this game 105-99. Darko Saric came off the bench with 18 points and 11 rebounds. The Indiana Pacers lost to the San Antonio Spurs 110-106. San Antonio clinched their 20th consecutive winning season. And then you had the Memphis Grizzlies and the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn pretty much lost this game 112-103. Marc Gasol, 19 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists in that game. Brooklyn is now 9-46 on the season.
Golly!
Yeah. They are 9-46 on the season.
What happened to the improvements I thought they were supposed to be doing? They done moved out of New Jersey. They were supposed to be, stride and pride.
Well,
yeah, that's not good.
Well, the governor of New Jersey did say, once y'all gone anyway, you're not any good anyway. Now that you see why he wants them gone?
I see why now. 9-46.
Yeah, 9-46 on the year.
When was the last time we seen a 9-46?
Philadelphia.
Yeah, last season.
Yep, Philadelphia. I think they were.
They're probably doing better this year than they did last year.
What, Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Yes, they are 21-34 on the year.
See, that's a big improvement. In Brooklyn, ain't that like the reverse of last season? Man, that sucks.
Yeah. Well, Brooklyn did just as worse as I think they did better last year than they're doing this year. The two Florida teams, the Orlando Magic and the Miami Heat. The Orlando Magic went on to win this game 116-107. The Orlando Magic outscored the Heat by 9 points in the fourth quarter. The Oklahoma City Thunder and the Washington Wizards. The Washington Wizards just handed out a butt whooping to the Oklahoma City Thunder, 120-98. Wizards led as many by 34 points, but never trailed in that entire game. Never trailed. Detroit Pistons, Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee won this game 102-89. Greg Monroe, 25 points, 13 rebounds coming off the bench. Boston Celtics, Dallas Mavericks. Boston won this game 111-98. The Boston Celtics outscored the Mavericks 23-11 over the final 8 minutes and 50 seconds of that game. And just as an FYI, Daryl, the Boston Celtics are 36-19 on the year.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Favorite fan, favorite of all time, Brad Stevens. Favorite coach of all time.
Oh, yeah.
The Golden State Warriors and the Denver Nuggets, during the result of this game, the Denver Nuggets won this game, really blew them out, 132-110. The Nuggets tied the NBA record with 24 3-pointers against the Golden State Warriors. Just go to show that the Golden State Warriors was not there to play defense.
Yeah, so who's the cupcakes now? Put up the T-shirts.
Yeah. the cupcakes. Now y'all was a bunch of soft batch cookies in that game.
They sure was terrible.
The LA Clippers and the Utah Jazz. Sorry about that. The Clippers won this game 88-72. The Clippers limited the Jazz to 32% shooting from the field. The New Orleans Pelicans and the Phoenix Suns. New Orleans won this game by 2, 110-108. Anthony Davis scored 6 of his 24 points over the final 2 minutes and 14 seconds. And last but not least, from Monday night, Atlanta and Portland. Atlanta won this game 109-104. And the Hawks closed this game on a 12-0 splurge. Last night's games and Valentine's Day. The Chicago Bulls, Toronto Raptors. Bulls won this game 105-94. The Chicago Bulls on their 11th straight victory over the Toronto Raptors. Cleveland Cavaliers, Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Timberwolves. The Wolves lost this game 116-108. LeBron James and Kyrie Irving combined for 50 points and 21 assists. See, this is what happens when you do NFL too much.
Yeah, you got that right.
And then lastly, but not least, in the last night's game, the final game, the two California teams, the Sacramento Kings and the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers lost this game by 1, 97-96. DeMarcus Cousins had 40 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists in that game.
Boogie. That's a bad dude. Yeah. Boogie. Boogie. A bad dude.
That's the final scores and stats from Monday night, Tuesday night. Okay. Now we're going to take a look at the preview for tonight's Indiana Pacers and Cleveland Cavaliers game in Cleveland. Daryl?
Yep. All right, as usual. So now, with this situation that Darren has mentioned in the scores and in the scores category, Cavaliers is coming off a win and the Pacers is coming off a loss. So with that being said, sorry, I am getting sidetracked here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's just freezing up on me. Okay. The last meeting against these two teams was February 8th, the pre-St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Pre.
Yeah.
Okay. Pre. Let me just explain it this way. The Pacers was on a 7-game winning streak. And it was on their way to an 8-game winning streak. And they pretty much controlled the game up until the second quarter. By the time halftime came, the Cavaliers had cut that lead 63-57, which means they were still down 63-57 at halftime. So Cleveland Cavaliers decided that they was going to prepare the Pacers' funeral and decided to pull out the lethal dose of Kyle Korver, and he unleashed with a bunch of eulogies on their behinds and torched them with 29 points.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, 29 points, and he was 8 from 9 downtown. Lethal.
No defense.
No defense, just lethal. And that's the bad part. You don't even have to play. You could play all the defense that you want on Kyle Korver. He was still draining them.
Oh, yeah. And that's the sad part about it.
That's the sad part about it. And I'm sitting up here because I watched the highlights of that game, and that second half belonged to Kyle Korver.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I mean, he torched him. Every chance he got, when he got that ball, he stopped and popped every time. 8 for 9, that'll tell you something.
Oh, yeah.
So, in that case, during that stretch, the Cavaliers had outscored the Pacers 40-18.
Didn't stand a chance.
Couldn't. And that's exactly how they went on to win comfortably, 132-117. So this is going to be, in my personal opinion, another test for the Pacers, especially when you came and you pretty much controlled the game through the aspect of that, the last meeting. You controlled the game, and now this is going to turn for you. This could turn for the worse, so you never know. So with that in mind, take a look at a couple of notes real quick. This is just notes, not necessarily all kinds of stats, nothing like that. So Cavaliers forward James Jones was drafted by the Pacers in 2003. Missed out on a good draft pick right there. You decided to get rid of him. He was a good one. So
that was Larry Bird.
Now that, yeah, exactly. That was Larry Bird. Paul George and Kyrie Irving were teammates on the men's USA basketball team that won the gold at the 2016 Olympics. Scratch. Now, Pacers forward Thaddeus Young has now missed 6 consecutive games with a sprained left wrist.
Oh, that's
his shooting wrist. Yes, on his shooting wrist. Indiana is 2-6 without him.
They need him.
They need him. And I believe he was one of the reasons why they was on that 7-game winning streak. So, and lastly but not least, of course, once again, as I mentioned from the preview for the Spurs and Pacers game, Paul George needs three steals to get 700 for his career. 3.
Fair.
Injuries. Injuries going to report, of course, Thaddeus Young is out with a sprained left wrist. LaVoy Allen is questionable with a sore right knee, but they do have him projected as a starter. So we'll see how this plays out. For the Cavs, J.R. Smith is out with the thumb fracture, and Kevin Love is out with the left knee infusion, and Iman Shumpert is questionable with a left ankle sprain. That is pretty much the preview for the Cavs and the Pacers game at Quicken Loans Arena.
Boy, I was ready to go back 200 years, say Gunned Arena.
Gunned Arena, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's when Sean Kemp first came into the Cavs.
Yep. Gunned Arena.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember we went to one of those Pacer games and was wanting to watch Sean Kemp play, but he got hurt. I wanted to watch Sean Kemp play and destroy the Pacers, but he got hurt. He wasn't playing that. Sorry, dude. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. All right. So that being said, let's take a look at the quick preview stats for the game. Wow.
Yeah, educate yourself.
Yeah. So I learned. There we have it. Looking at this game, the records going into these games, of course, first off, their last 5 games, Pacers is 1-4. I'm sorry, 1-4 in their last 5 games, and Cleveland's the reverse of that, 4-1 in their last 5 games. The Pacers is 6 in the East. Cleveland's first. Pacers only won 53% of the games. Cleveland won 70. Pacers lost 47, and Cleveland only lost 30% of their games. Pacers on a 4-game losing streak. Cleveland's on a 2-game winning streak. Well, actually, yeah. Pacers are 6-4 in their last 10. Cleveland is 8-2 in their last 10. Pacers have a 20-9 home record. Cleveland has a 23-5 home record, while the Pacers have a 9-17 record, and Cleveland has a 15-11. But the main focus here is that the Pacers have a 9-17 away record, while Cleveland has a 23-5.
That's pretty much a dominant right there.
So taking a look at the comparison of stats, before we get to that, down here, pretty much Daryl already done explained all of this. Kyle Korver led the team with 29 points after he came in here, pretty much just torched them. That's the lethal dose of the St. Valentine's Day massacre.
He was the pastor of that game.
Mm-hmm, yeah. And Kevin Love had 10 assists. That's what he was playing. And LeBron James Kevin Love had 10 rebounds, and LeBron James had 9 assists. So take a look at the comparison between the Pacers and the Cavaliers statistics-wise. They're pretty much fairly even out on rebounds from the previous matchup. Both teams pretty much was in the 30s. Cleveland had 39, Pacers had 38. They both had 24 assists as a team, 7 steals as a team. Cleveland had less turnovers than the Pacers. Pacers had 12. Cleveland had 9. Both teams shot over 50% on the field, if not 50. Cleveland did not shoot well from the three-point line, 44%. Pacers shot 52. And the Cleveland Cavaliers shot 92% for the free throw line, and Pacers shot 84%.
Could be one of the reasons why they hurt that game.
Exactly. Because Cleveland wasn't hitting their three-pointers. So how do you lose that game? So
how do you lose that game?
Again, that's where the torch of this man come into the picture.
Yes.
That's how they won the game.
For a team to shoot 44% from the three-point line, this man just torched them. 8 for 9.
That's where the 44% came from, because I bet they were lower than that.
I bet. Yeah, I bet.
So the latest team statistics as a whole for the entire season for both teams, rebounds per game, Cleveland holds the advantage. Cleveland holds the advantage on pretty much on all of the defensive categories for the rebounding. 34% overall, 10 for offensive rebounds, and then just rebounds per game, pretty much 44 for Cleveland. Pacers only have 41 rebounds a game, 8 offensive rebounds a game, and then 33% defensive rebounds in the game. They both distribute the ball evenly with 22 per game. Cleveland has 7 steals a game. Pacers have 8 steals a game.
That's going to have to play a factor in that game for tonight's game. That's the steals.
The steals are going to be a big contributing factor.
Yes.
Not to mentioning that they're going to have to be able to box out to be able to get rebounds and offensive rebounds. Pacers need to continue to block shots rather they're from the perimeter or rather they're from in the paint. Pacers hold that advantage to 5. Cleveland has 4 a game. And then turnovers per game, Cleveland has 14, and Pacers pretty much have 14 also when you round that up. So they fairly distribute over the season that they committed 14 turnovers a game. Whoever wins the turnover battle is probably also going to win this game too.
Right.
But both teams are pretty much fairly evenly matched up. So this is going to be always a good matchup, but probably won't be able to stand a chance now that they're at that lethal weapon of Kyle Korver in tonight's game. With that being said, Daryl, after looking at this, who do you have in this game tonight?
I got the Cavaliers, and I got them for a reason. Even though that the Pacers did control the game, and the Pacers have the potential to win this game, they really do. And the Pacers has more potential to win more games than what they really have. But the battle of the problem of this is injuries, and you have to mix up the lineups that will really kill the team chemistry at some point. So, not saying that the Pacers could win this game, but I picked the Cavaliers because if Kyle Korver come out to play like how he did last game, they can't stop him.
No, they can't stop him.
They can't stop him.
So I definitely agree with you. I got the Cavaliers in this game tonight. Pacers have not been able to try to find a way to stop them, and I don't think that's going to continue because they probably won't even play defense going into this game tonight. So it's going to be hard for them to maintain themselves without Thaddeus Young. I got the Cavaliers in this game tonight.
Yep, I
would love to see the Pacers win now. Don't get me wrong.
too. Yeah, don't get me wrong on that, dude.
I would love to see that.
But here's what I predict. I predict that Kyle Korver is going to be the leading scorer in this game tonight. The whole game.
Actually, I almost got the reverse of that. I actually have LeBron James as the leading scorer for tonight in points and assists.
Assists I agree with, but not points.
Now, for points, I think LeBron James is going to be the leader, and I think my prediction for the rebounds on that behalf might be Channing Frye.
If he can jump.
It's criticism, Daryl.
I'm not.
That's criticism, Daryl.
Okay, yeah, that was criticism.
If he can jump.
I mean, if you look at the stat lines, how many rebounds has he been getting?
I have no idea. I didn't even know he was still playing. I just said
See, look at You look, you didn't even know you was playing.
The only reason why I knew that was because after I seen that Kevin Love was injured, I seen that Channing Frye was going to be in his position. So that's how I knew he was still playing. So that's why I believe he's probably going to be the leading scorer. I mean, the leading rebounder tonight.
I think Tristan Thompson is.
Forgot about him. He's going to be probably somebody to look at and consider. Who was it the last time they played? Kevin Love.
And he's out, so that's going to hurt the Cavs here a little bit, not too much.
And ain't gonna hurt them that much as long as somebody get grab the boards. Because if they get the Pacers to get that advantage, they might just win this game. Because Paul George only led the team with only 8 rebounds. Something wrong with that picture.
Exactly.
So
yeah,
I got them. That's who I have. I have LeBron James in points. I got Channing Frye in rebounds, and I got LeBron James in assists.
I got, of course, Kyle Korver, coming off the bench, being the leading scorer. Tristan Thompson, rebounding.
Mm-hmm.
And I also got Kyrie Irving as assist.
I think LeBron's going to want to continue to pass the ball more.
Well, my problem is that LeBron says that the team needs a playmaker. I'm sorry. Kyrie Irving is your playmaker. Kyrie Irving may not have a backup point guard to be a playmaker, but Kyrie Irving has what it takes to get the job done.
Oh, yeah. I agree. That's it. That's just criticism on the behalf of LeBron James to Kyrie Irving. Talk about they need another play. They need a playmaker. If he's saying that they need another playmaker, then that's one thing.
That's one thing, exactly.
But if he's just saying they need a playmaker, then you just overlook the ability of Kyrie Irving, and that's very disrespectful in my personal.
It is very disrespectful. That's exactly why he was the one that brought the championship to Cleveland, not LeBron James.
Exactly.
Agreed.
All right. So, anything else you'd like to add for tonight's game? Final thoughts? Anything going into tonight's game?
Well, I just want to say one thing. DeAndre Liggins, just look out for him. I don't know what he's going to do, but just be on the lookout for him.
Who do you play for?
Cleveland.
Okay.
He's going to be the one who play pretty much he's replaced J.R. Smith.
Okay.
I was going to say Kevin Love for some dang on reason.
Yeah. So there you have it. That's the final thoughts of Daryl. For me, my final thoughts is going to be these the games that you catch tonight. Wednesday, February 15th. Of course, you got the Pacers Cavs, 7 o'clock on ESPN.
And Fox Sports Indiana people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. San Antonio, Orlando Magic, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Philadelphia 76ers, Boston Celtics. They are definitely Boston Celtics going to tear Philadelphia up.
Yes, they are.
7:30 Eastern Time. Charlotte Hornets. Is that the Toronto Raptors I'm looking at? I'm looking at these teams by logos, so I'm kind of hard with logo. I think this is the Toronto Raptors that they're playing tonight. Let me double check, make sure that's right.
It might be right. I can look for you.
Yeah, I think it's.
Yeah,
I got it up. Well, it's coming up slowly but surely. But I believe it's Toronto.
Yep, that's the Raptors.
Okay.
That's the Raptors.
I should have seen that at the top. You can catch them also at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, and then you had the Milwaukee Bucks and the Brooklyn Nets. You can catch them 7:30 Eastern Time. Same with the Dallas Mavericks and the Detroit Pistons. You can catch at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time the New Orleans Pelicans and the Memphis Grizzlies, the Miami Heat and the Houston Rockets. And at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, you catch the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Denver Nuggets, and also catch the Portland Trailblazers and the Utah Jazz. I am amazed at Utah. They are 34-22 on the year.
I am too. I just start to question a lot of things, but I'm not ready to get into that. I question so many things. I'm not even going to get into it. Go ahead with this scoreboard.
And then NBA, also, you can catch at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time the Los Angeles Lakers and the Phoenix Suns. You catch at 9:30 on ESPN the New York Knicks and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Atlanta Hawks and the Los Angeles Clippers. And lastly but not least, you can catch also 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time the Sacramento Kings and the Golden State Warriors.
Golden State's going to have to bring their A game. Sacramento ain't playing.
No.
I mean, even though that Sacramento's 24-32,
Mm-hmm.
they are going to have to bring their A game because DeMarcus Cousins, in the blink of an eye, he would tear your defense up from inside and outside. He would tear you up.
Yeah.
He could spread that flow so easily, it would be so disappointing.
Yeah.
Just like how Denver matched them to their game, Sacramento could do the same thing.
Yeah, they can. So you want to be careful playing Sacramento because they look like they're trying to come up now.
They are.
They look like they're about there trying to make a statement. So
Yes.
Be very careful about that going into the game. Golden State. All right. Daryl, anything else you want to add?
Nope. I'm done, man. I'm done.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you just caught another edition, our second NBA episode of Double Take Sports Talk. You can catch us on YouTube. Catch our videos on YouTube. From Daryl Watts on the other side.
Yes, sir, Bob. Yes, sir, Bob.
Yep. All right. Catch our episodes. Double Take Sports Talk. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Comments on the section below. Help yourselves. But until then, ciao.
Ciao.
This is Double Take Sports Talk with the Watch Brothers. I'm Daryl Watts. If you enjoyed the podcast and would like to see more, check out our videos on YouTube. And while you're there, subscribe, like, and share our videos. We don't mind. We're also on the social media side where you can catch up on the latest news and developer stories and different stat information. Follow us on Twitter at DTST2414. Or you can follow me, Daryl, at Love University, and follow Darren also at Darren Watch 14. We're on Facebook also, Double Take Sports Talk page at the Watch Brothers. Darren's is Darren Watts on Facebook, and I am myself, Daryl Watts II on Facebook. We got the blog Feature Critical Thinking and Analysis, so you can check that out at doubleTakeSportsTalk.blogspot.com.